What's up guys, Nick Vanelli here, welcome back to the video. Since it is a new week, I decided, you know what, let's start this week off right by filming and doing a what I eat in a day to lose weight. Today is kind of the first day of my summer shred, if you will. Now, I've kind of changed my habits a little bit. I'm not gonna be super strict with myself. I'm going more to an intuitive balance sort of phase. Shout out to my girlfriend, thank you very much for helping me out with this. Today, I decided, you know what, let's go back to the old ways a little bit, but not to that extreme. So to explain, basically what I'm gonna do is, I know for myself my ballpark macros that I should be kind of hitting when I obviously am losing weight. So today what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna track everything that I'm eating, but I'm not gonna put everything into MyFitnessPal just yet. By the end of the day, I'm gonna put everything in, and then I'm going to see where my numbers ended up at. But throughout the day, I'm just gonna be following myself, my cues, and going off of that and eating whatever I feel that I want to eat. But I'm actually going to start this morning off by doing a weigh-in because I'm actually quite curious to see where my current body weight is at. I'm honestly assuming that it's probably somewhere between like 225 and 230. Probably bring it down to like the 210, 215, because that's where I feel my absolute best. It's just about shaping up and just obviously feeling my best. And that's basically what it is. Not being super restrictive, not being super, obsessed with it, just having fun with it, being outside more, being more active. Well, I mean, if we can do so, because in Canada here, let me show you guys. Okay, maybe it's all melted, but anyways, this morning it was snowing, and it's May 9th, I believe? Oh wow, I'm way behind. It's May 11th, and it was snowing this morning. Canada, craziness. So we're gonna step on the scale right now. I have a body analyzer scale. Got this for like $60. I mean, a lot of the YouTubers have promoted this scale because it tracks a bunch of different things, which I'm gonna show you in a second. But this scale is definitely one I'd recommend that you pick up if you are tracking your body weight and your progress, because it does give you other measures that you could also keep track of that will help you kind of stay in the loop with your progress. So we're gonna see what we're weighing. I'm saying 226.2 is my guess. Did I not call it? I said 226.2, 226 pounds. But basically what the good thing about this scale is that it does show your body fat percentage, your lean muscle mass. You can also put your age and your height in there, but it shows like your water weight, and it also shows your bone density. So it's actually really, really effective. So with all these measures of measuring your body fat, they are gonna be a little off in terms of numbers, and there's gonna be some room for error. But as long as you're consistently inconsistent, then that means you are still being consistent in a way, if that makes sense. We're now gonna get into our first meal, but before we begin, make sure to give this video a like right now, subscribe to the channel, and also turn the post notification bell on to stay notified when I post videos every Friday at noon. All right, let's get into meal number one. So we have our first meal here. We have our Protein bowl, and then we got our coffee. Perfect, just the way I like it. I do weigh my oats. Now, typically I do weigh food still. It's just kind of a habit of mine, but I only weigh the foods that are the main parts of the meal. So as you saw, like with this meal, I weighed my oats. In later meals, it's probably just gonna be like my main carb source or my main protein source, just because I do wanna still be within that ballpark range, just obviously in my mind. But then again too, I could look at a piece of steak and be like, oh, that's 8 ounces. With our peanut butter here, this is the all natural. With this, the benefit of this is the only ingredient is peanuts, which is what you kind of want to have. Now on the regular peanut butter, that is gonna have hydrogenated oils, and those oils are not the best for the body overall. That's why we go with the all natural approach. And then second thing is I always love to have some sort of syrup on top of my oats. And what we have here is Walden Farms pancake syrup. And this syrup is labeled as calorie free. Now, as you obviously add a good amount of it, it is gonna put a little bit of calories. Overall, still very low cal, tastes delicious, and it's this is like the best flavor comparable to regular pancake syrup. I've been literally using this for the last decade of my life, and it's just honestly incredible. Never get sick of that. And then we got our oats here. This is what we're working with. So a very packed Protein bowl, and yeah, it's delicious. So we're gonna eat this up. I did not mention at the beginning of this video, but for macros that I am gonna be following, roughly the ballpark ranges that I said I was aiming for, because again, I know where my body can kind of lose weight. So 200 grams of protein, 300-ish grams of carbs, and 60 to 65 grams of fat. About 2,500 calories is the range that I'm going for. And I just want to disclaimer this video and say that these meals that I eat are my preference, what I prefer to eat. These are just some ideas that you could use in your daily nutrition as well. Just have some fun with it, mix it up. Yeah, I'm not advising anything like you have to eat this, you have to eat that. These are just foods that I feel that fuel me and make me feel my best. So you could take some ideas from me, it would be encouraged, but you don't have to follow everything I do to the T. And yeah, so we are gonna be just editing up some footage, lots of videos to edit, a lot of stuff to do, thumbnails, you know the grind. As a full-time YouTuber, that's what it is. And then after we do this, we're gonna get a nice workout in. But if you guys don't know yet already, I do have another channel with my girlfriend, Nick and Maddie. I'm gonna put the link in the description always, so definitely go check that out. Subscribe to us. We've been grinding away with that channel, doing really, really well. So we're trying to get that 1,000 mark. So help us by doing so by clicking that subscribe button on our channel. Lots of fun content on there. And to mention, I did get some feedback from a few of you regarding last week's video, how to have work-life balance as a full-time YouTuber. You guys did really actually enjoy that video and the tips that I offered. So if you haven't already, that video is going to be linked in the description as well. So go check that out. I am going to be making a lot of videos regarding YouTube marketing and YouTube success and growth moving forward. So stay tuned. That's going to be coming soon on the channel. Working on some big things, but one thing at a time, one thing at a time. We just got to take everything in stride and we will get there. We will get there. Okay, time to edit. No friggin' way. Look what just came in the mail. Oh my God, this is a big box. Look, basically what that is it's this, which is a ring light. This one was, I think we invested, it was a 10-inch ring light. This one's an 18-inch ring light. It's freaking huge. Overall lighting in my house is not the greatest. We're gonna be mentioning something about lighting in an upcoming video, so stay tuned for that. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I've been waiting for this for over a month because of this pandemic that's going on. Their delivery service has been delayed significantly. So getting this in the mail today just made my day. Straight up, made my day. That's it. So a few hours have passed now and I'm gonna be having my second meal. I mean, it's not really a meal, it's just a protein bar here. I have a Vega protein bar, this is vegan. These bars are actually not bad. I did try one of their bars before and they were actually not that great, but this one's actually not bad. It's 20 grams of protein, 26 grams of carbs, 10 grams of fat. So we're gonna add that to what I already ate already with that meal one. That's our bar, we're gonna eat it. And then I'm gonna get to my workout. Here we got my AMRAP aminos. So we take a scoop of this and I put that into my shaker cup. Aminos are basically just the building blocks of proteins. They're like the structures that make a protein. So I'll see you after the workout with my post-workout meal. All right guys, it is time for the post-workout meal. So I just finished up a leg day, shoulder day, and I did a little bit of biceps. I just discovered that I had 100 pounds of weights hidden. I didn't even know about it. Totally forgot. It's been so many years. I don't know what the future's gonna hold. I might be back up in the gym pumping the iron. F45 might be a little bit to the side, but that's okay. We can still do a mix of both. But right now I'm loving the weights and we're gonna see where it leads. But right now we're gonna be having our post-workout shake. All right guys, here is the shake. It's almost overflowing. Absolutely incredible, so good. So what I like to do is I like to make it a little bit thicker because what it does is when it's a little bit thicker, it tends to take longer to drink, which makes you kind of the illusion of getting full faster. So I like to take my time drinking my shakes. That's why I make them a little bit thicker. And by doing so, I pretty much add a cup of almond milk, a lot of ice, and frozen banana. And then the blueberry and the protein powder kind of just makes it like a thicker consistency. So it's really delicious. Try out this recipe if you would like. Tastes phenomenal. It's like a chocolatey banana peanut butter with the hint of blueberry. Tastes really good. This is my third meal. And then my mom is cooking up a special dinner tonight. Pretty excited about that one. So you'll see very soon. So it is the 4th meal of the day, probably gonna be my last meal. And here we got some homemade fajitas. I got 1 chicken, 1 steak. I don't know which one's which, but it also has beans and rice and some veg in there. And then we also have our diet pop because I'm like an addict now. Every dinner I seem to have one. I don't know the exact macros on this meal. I'm gonna be obviously guesstimating, and basically that's all it's about. It's just about listening to your body and having fun with it. So obviously adding the macros up after all these meals. And then I'm gonna give my estimation. Then I'm gonna put the numbers in MyFitnessPal and then see if I know my stuff. So yeah, we're gonna eat this up and then I'll catch you soon. All right guys, so it is coming to an end. I decided that I'm not gonna eat anything for the rest of the night. I'm still pretty stuffed from dinner, but look how big this thing is. That is 18 inches. That is crazy. This thing's massive. So as you see on the screen now, this is the meals that I ate today. As you see there, meal 1, meal 2, meal 3, and meal 4. Now at the bottom there, you see I have my guessed macros. So I am guessing that my total macros for the day are 192 protein, 293 carb, and 74 fat. So I actually did go ahead and input everything into MyFitnessPal. Okay, so now we have everything in MyFitnessPal. We're gonna go to our more, we're gonna go to our nutrition, and that's our macros. So we finished off with 212 protein, 302 carb, and 78 fat. As you saw, I was a little bit low on the protein, just a little low on the carbs, and just slightly lower on the fat. All in all, that was a very good guesstimated day, I would say. And those are the ranges that I typically try to stay within, especially at the beginning of my weight loss. Very happy with the numbers. Now again, the last meal that I had, it was all guesstimated. So maybe the numbers, there's gonna be some room for error, but you know what? Just staying within those ballpark ranges is basically what I am trying to aim for, especially for the first few weeks. That's completely fine. When you're starting off, all I'm trying to do is just get my body to adapt to eating wholesome, nutritious foods, listening to my body. And that's the thing that I want to do different this time, is I don't want to make this something super strict. I don't want to make it time-oriented. Right now, you know what? We have so much time on our hands. I'm just gonna take this day by day and just try to lose weight, slow and steady, losing my body fat. And again, it's not even about the scale, it's more about just how I'm feeling and how I'm looking, because that's what it really comes down to ultimately at the end of the day, is how I am feeling overall. I know my body, I know I'm gonna drop a few pounds throughout, so that is fine. But with that all being said, I wanna thank you so much for watching this video. If you are still here, you're a real one. I hope that you gave it a like by now, subscribe to the channel, and until next time, this is Nick signing out. I will catch you in next week's video.
It ain't my fault.